So you decided to compete in DECA in a role play. Kudos to you. I'm Jacque Walker with Marketing Adventure, and I'm here to demonstrate to you how to unpack the DECA role play using my DECA Role-Play Organization Form. Let's go. What I'm going to be explaining is the case study. This particular case study is for apparel and accessories marketing event. This is an individual event where the student gets to a role play and they have 10 minutes to review the role play. Then they'll have 15 minutes with the judge, 10 minutes for their presentation, 5 minutes for the judge to ask questions. To begin, on this first page of the role play, you'll see the career cluster, which is marketing here. You'll see the career pathway, and you'll also see the instructional area. On this page, you will see the performance indicators located at the bottom of the page. This particular event has 5. So on the second page, what you'll find is the actual event situation. It will tell you what the judge's role is, what the student's role is, and the body of content that explains what the situation is. And it'll also tell you what the judge is expecting for you to present to them. What I have here is a highlighted version of the case study. As you can see, it's color-coded because when we look at the role-play organizational form, you'll be able to see where these highlighted sections belong on the role-play organizational form. And I'll be going back and forth between these so that you can see how this is done. Now that you've taken a look at the actual case study, let's take a look at the role play organizational form. So what we have, when you first look at your case study, what you want to do is you want to quickly identify the job title, the roles of the judge and you. So what you have in this section here is where you can actually write out the judge's job title and what your role is. Could actually be the employee, but still that's the title that you would put here, employee. And if you're a manager, then you put manager. And then you'll put the company's name, because you want to be able to remember that. And a lot of times when you get in there with the judge, you get nervous and you forget. So we have a section here where you can put the actual company name and the type of business that the company is, whether they are a retail fashion store, whether they are a computer store, whether they are a restaurant or a hotel. You'll be able to write that information right here. It'll be your reminder. And then we have a section where you can list out the performance indicators. When you're practicing before you go to competition, you can actually write out the full performance indicator here. Once you get into your role play at competition and you're actually studying and going over and preparing for the judge, what you want to do is quickly write out the keywords, and you won't have this role play form, but you'll have this format in your head. So you'll be able to copy the information from your head to the paper and write out your performance indicators. And then you have a section here for notes, and this is mainly for when you're practicing to prepare for competition. And what you'll want to do is just make notes of what this performance indicator means to you, something that maybe you've learned, and you want to just put a note to help yourself remember what that means. Just anything. It's not limited to any type of information. This is just for you to put things that help jog your memory. And then the next section, we have the keynotes. These are the key bits of information that you need to know that play into you developing your final information that you'll present to the judge. What we have in this first section is information and facts provided. That is what is actually written in the case study. What did they actually put there? Did they give you a demographic? Did they give you numbers? What actual information was provided in the case study? And then on the right-hand side, you'll put what they're asking you to provide, what they're asking you to change. Are they asking you to improve something that exists? Are they asking you to resolve an issue? Are they asking you to come up with a plan on how to do something? So you'll put what it is that they're asking you to do here. So that helps you remember what you should be focused on when you're coming up with your information to present to the judge. And then in this bottom section, you're going to put the information of what it is that you need to provide. So you've got your facts, you've gotten what things need to change, improve, or be resolved, or planned out, or what have you. Then you're going to put here what it is that you should be providing to the judge. Is it a business plan? Is it a report? Is it a digital presentation. What is it that they've asked you to provide? And that's what you'll write here, just plain and simple. In the next section below, you'll write out how is it that you can deliver this information? What can you do, or what can you provide to the judge to deliver this information? Are you going to deliver a flyer? Are you going to deliver a business card? What about a report that shows a chart? What about a presentation, like a PowerPoint presentation, but on paper, that you've been able to use in the preparation area to develop a PowerPoint? What type of visual information can you present to the judge? And that's what you'll write right here. So that'll help you think quickly about what you can now give to the judge for your event. And then this next section is just additional notes. It's not any particular thing. It's something that if you need to write additional notes just to help you jog your memory about something, then you can go ahead and put some additional notes down here. And this is the basic setup of the DECA Role-Play Organizational Form. So let's get into the details of this particular case study. I've taken the case study and copied it into Word so that I can actually highlight the key things that you need to place on your organization form. In blue, you see the performance indicators. When we go back to the organizational form, the performance indicators are typed in blue. The highlighted green area is showing you what it is that the judge is looking for from you. This is the information that you are providing. The red highlighted area is the information and facts that are provided to you in the case study. That could be very beneficial to you in helping you to develop your plan or whatever it is that you need to give to the judge. So these things are factual information that you should jot down because it could be very key in helping you to develop your materials. And then the yellow information is what it is that you're actually going to present. Here it says present your analysis, and your analysis is of the other yellow highlighted information. And this is just the breakdown of how I would go through the case study and quickly grab key information. So let's take a look at this actual role play. So the highlighted part in pink here is just indicating this is the information that is just basic for you to put on your organization form so that you will remember your roles, the judge's role, the name of the company, and the business type. And as you can see, the judge is the director of marketing. You are the director of sales. So y'all are both directors for this company. The judge has a responsibility of marketing the company, and you have a responsibility to improve sales. The name of the company is Fountain of Style. And the business type is that it is a clothing store. Specifically, it's a professional apparel and accessories store. In the next section are the performance indicators, and they're just listed here in blue. And then the notes that I made about those performance indicators. For the first performance indicator, simply is to talk about the selling process. It says the nature and scope. That means just define what is the selling function. The selling function covers, the selling process. It's how you engage with the customer and actually get them to make a purchase. The second performance indicators is ask you to explain the role of customer service as a component of the selling relationship. My note that I put here is connect customer satisfaction to making a sale. And then the third performance indicator is discuss motivational theories that impact buying behavior. And these are all key. As you read the case study, it is asking you to look at the existing reward program, and we're going to get to that in the next section. So all of these are key to selling because a rewards program has to do with customer making a purchase and continuing to come back and make repeat purchases. So those are all connected to selling, customer service, buying behavior, repeat customers, and what image a company gives off. And so I just made some notes and things that you could reference to when you come across these particular performance indicators. All right, so in the keynote section, the information and facts that were provided was that, yes, this is a professional clothing store, but it's for both men and women. That's key. Mainstream luxury, which means it's not just an everyday low-cost store, that it is on the little bit pricier side. The rewards program has been around for 5 years, gives out coupons, and the coupons are not transferable. And the key thing here that has prompted this whole case study is that the customers have been complaining that they cannot give their coupons to a relative. They can't transfer it or share it with a relative or a friend. And then another key thing is that the coupons have been 25, 50%, 75% off on any one item. So those are the key things. Those are things that are stated that exist currently. currently with this particular company. Now, what you may change, improve, resolve, or plan could change the rewards program. That's what we're going to be looking at. And then analyze allowing rewards coupons to be transferable or shareable. So those are the things that are to be looked at as a part of this case study. And that's just key to get those things written out on your organization form so you can have a specific focus as you go into figuring out what it is that you want to talk to the judge about. And then the bottom part, it says, what information must you present? So you must present a final recommendation. So the director of marketing is asking you, the director of sales, to present an analysis with your final recommendation. And what is that analysis is going to be over? It's going to be, does sharing or making the coupons transferable help sales? Does sharing the coupons or making them transferable hurt sales? And then, is anything positively or negatively affected? Is the image of Fountain of Styles positively or negatively affected by being able to transfer or share the coupons? That's your analysis that you're going to present. Your analysis is going to have some type of mention of if it helps, hurts, positively or negatively affects the image of the company. Now, how can you present this information? You can present this information by having a chart that shows survey results that you've done with the consumers, the customers. You can show a rewards app that you would suggest for the company to have for the customers. You could also show a family and friends promotion. Maybe it's not a rewards program that will 100% allow transferable or shareable rewards, but maybe there's a certain time of the year that family and friends will be allowed to use those promotional coupons that are given to the rewards program customers. Then you can have an ad out on social media. You can do email. You can do a web banner. There's a lot of different things that you could do. You can quickly sketch those up to be able to present that information to the judge. And this is basically how you lay out your case study on your form. Now, what you say in particular to the judge is really up to you and your creativity on how you put it all together. But this is a quick and simple way that you can lay out the organization of this case study on the form so that you can be able to talk to all of these specific things with your judge. Just keep in mind, and you may ask, how do I relate those back to my performance indicators? So as you come up with the final recommendation analysis, you want to talk about how the selling process affects your customer and them being able to be a part of the rewards program, and as a part of getting more sales, allowing them to be able to share with their family and friends at certain times of the year. That's going to hit on customer service. That's going to hit on the impact of buying behavior. That's going to hit on repeat customers, building a clientele, and that's going to hit on the retail image, because the image is how the company wants themselves to be seen to the customer. That's a variety of things. The image can entail so many different things, but one of the things the image could entail is, are they seen to be a nice company, a favorable company, a generous company? So that's not something that you can actually see, but it's something that's a part of the whole persona of the company.
I am so excited for you. Taking this extra step to learn how to unpack the case study for the role play at DECA is going to help you be more successful. If you want to see more simple and informative marketing videos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like this particular video, and make a comment below about what areas of marketing you would like for me to do videos on in the future. I look forward to hearing from you.